Hello, TV person. Hello, Comcast. Thank you for being a customer with Xfinity. We're so happy. You're welcome. Love you. You're the greatest ever. Hey, cool! You are the greatest too, and because you've been our customer and you get the cable and the internet and stuff, oh, we love you. You dear Comcast customer of Xfinity. And because of that, we will give you a free thing. Jurassic Park! That's right! You're gonna enjoy this. Why would I enjoy this? Because there's no way you could ever get this movie, this 40-year-old movie from the 1990s on your own. I can just download it. That's illegal! Man, you know what I'm thinking about? Thinking, if you say that, I just want to say, I want to talk to you. I think you're stupid. And I know if I try to tell you otherwise, that it shouldn't be illegal, because it's not really illegal if you look at history and laws and how things really work. Here's what you might hear me say. You might be hearing me say, I'm a stupid idiot, and I just want to do whatever with anarchy and stuff. And that's why I think that the way I would look at it is, I would be upset in some ways. I mean, in other ways, I understand. I know what people think, and I know this is what people say and stuff. And people are afraid of going to jail, and they're afraid of breaking the laws, good or bad, and they just want to comply with going to the airport and having people touch their body all over. And, just all these different rules the last few years and different laws and stuff. And people may disagree, but they do muzzle up because they just don't want to fight. They don't want to argue. And I get all that. But there's a part of me that's like a little angry inside when people are like, well, you can't download that. And so when I try to argue my side of the story, I would probably try to spend a long time trying to argue it. But you can hear me say, you're a stupid idiot. I mean, I'm a stupid idiot. I'm a weirdo. And you will not be interested in trying to understand my side of the story. You won't be curious at all, and that's unfortunate, and it makes me upset. I don't know how many people are curious about why I would think what I think, but some people are going to be like, you're stupid. They may not say it, but they'd be like, of course you can't download. That's pirating. Is it? Well, you have to go back into understanding you really have to understand natural laws and how other laws are built on that, and you got to look at copyright, which has been around for the last 500 years or so, and mostly the last 500 years, but you have to look at that and look at the original intent, and then look at this digital age and the internet, and you have to really investigate it. And unfortunately, like some lawyers may not openly talk about it. I don't know. I haven't really investigated how many people agree with me what I'm trying to say, and I haven't really explained what I'm trying to say right now, even though I've written about it a little bit. But I think it's kind of funny that I just saw it on the TV. The advertisement saying they can give you something, and I'm like, I can get it myself. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just like thinking, I can get it myself. But some people are like, well, you can't do that. But technically speaking, if you want to get technical, there's no difference in some ways between whatever's on your hard drive and whatever's in your RAM, whatever's in your CPU. Like, temporary data is still data, and if copyright is to apply to hard drive information and stories, it would also apply to temporary stories, and that means also streaming and looking at something even if it's not technically stored in a hard drive. And I bring that up because people try to say that there's a difference between downloading something, looking at something, just like watching something that's streaming on YouTube or another website. And I say, technically, coming from a computer geek like me, I say it's the same thing. And who's to say, like, what applies in law? I say the law is null and valid. How do I say null and void? Because digital items are not physical items, and copyright is supposed to apply to physical items. Therefore, some people could argue, well, it applies to the hard drives, but then you get into a big mess with hard drives, because data is stored on so many different hard drives, different servers, and then there's people stealing data, data harvesting. Then you have internet prisons that Edward Snowden talked about, other people talked about, and you have government agencies and other people taking the data, and they're trying to, or they actually do, take in a lot of the internet traffic, and they copy it in live time all the time, or they're able to do it whenever they want to, depending on the agency and the organization that have these embedded software and mechanisms, depending on the data center, the server, all the different things that makes up the Internet of Things and the internet itself, and all of these things are happening, and the internet is very complex. I've been working on trying to investigate it, try to figure out what is the internet, and I'm not done working on that either, but copyright is dependent on all of these factors that people don't take into account, because they just do whatever they're told, and they believe whatever they're told. So the talking points are, you don't do it because I was told not to. But they don't take the time to really dig into it, or they're scared that they're going to be taken to court, that they're going to be thrown in jail, and people are just a bunch of lazy freaks, and it's too bad.